the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Commodores' offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the...
There he goes! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores have this offense rolling. Now they'll run it on the toss. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Using the quick game. Good, solid tackle.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll return it from the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field is Kennedy. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Thorne. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field. Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situation.
Looking for the end zone. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Vandy.
defense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the... Seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the night. There. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, 1st down here. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Commodores! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Keeps the play going. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Thorne. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Fires to the big fella. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Thorne. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Sends it back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. To the air, it's Kennedy. Looking to get it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't. They got stuck. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Motion from the back. To the air, it's Kennedy. Here comes the heat. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Commodores in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to the ground game on the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Doors!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it out. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Russell.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much,
Turning it on! He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Russell. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
how about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. That cuts the... Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
A run to the right. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Commodores are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a touchdown, Vanderbilt! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll do it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Rushes on him. Grab near the sticks. It's John. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the
nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Puts it out of the air. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Back to pass. It's Kennedy. He's got the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on you on second down.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback may change this route. Pressure coming. Looking to buy time. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
This time on target. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Offense in an empty set. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He might want another play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Vandy. And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. They get to him as he throws. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets the back moving. A design run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a high.
This is